Permanent makeup, advantages, durability, and risks of this makeup. You can remove smudged mascara and runny lipstick as well as hours of makeup. Permanent makeup should make the dream of an eternally perfect appearance possible, without any risks or side effects. The unvarnished truth about permanent makeup. Getting up after a long night of partying and looking as perfect as the night before, no more fear of running mascara while exercising and no more mistakes when pulling eyeliner. What woman doesn't want perfect and, above all, uncomplicated makeup? And if it's possible, please without much work. In everyday life, hardly anyone has time for hours of makeup and makeup removal, let alone the desire. How nice it would be to be able to do without makeup completely. A dream that permanent makeup promises to fulfill. Advantages of permanent makeup. From a natural look to evening makeup, with permanent makeup, pretty much everything that the art of makeup gives is possible. In this way, a subtle look can be created with the permanent makeup, which only underlines the natural appearance and does not change one's own type, but makes it look fresh. However, a sophisticated makeup look can also be created. Incidentally, permanent makeup classics are permanent eyeliner or self-applied beauty spots a la Cindy Crawford. But many also use permanent makeup to even out small blemishes. Light eyebrows, blurred lip contours or a narrow lip volume are simply filled in. Even concealing scars is possible with permanent makeup. The advantage is obvious. While the washable look only lasts a few hours, permanent makeup outlasts every situation. Durability of permanent makeup. The fact that only the top layers of skin are affected is the reason why permanent makeup does not last a lifetime. Due to the process of constant skin renewal, the color fades over the course of 2 to 5 years. However, there is no guarantee that it will disappear completely. For those who make quick decisions, permanent makeup is not recommended. Therefore, examine whoever binds forever. With permanent makeup, cosmetic color is stung into the skin, similar to a tattoo. But don't worry, the piercing of the permanent makeup is hardly painful. On the one hand, the affected area of skin is soothed by local anesthesia. On the other hand, the needles used to pierce the permanent makeup are extremely thin and only penetrate a few millimeters into the skin. Unlike a real tattoo, which is pierced deep into the skin layers, permanent makeup rarely bleeds. The needles don't penetrate so deeply that they hit blood vessels. Permanently beautiful, eyelids, lips and eyebrows. There are many ways to have your eyelid, lips or eyebrows beautified with permanent makeup. Everything is possible. But no matter how great the cosmetic temptations are, those who opt for the permanent sting of beauty must not forget that the look must also fit into everyday life. Subtle accentuations in soft brown tones often have a more harmonious effect than sharply drawn eyelid lines or bright lip contours. The more reserved the permanent makeup, the more natural the look and the more suitable it is for everyday use. Especially with the first permanent makeup, less is more. After all, a more intensive follow-up piercing is possible at any time. Incidentally, before the permanent makeup is applied, reputable beauticians or dermatologists first draw the look on the skin. This allows you to assess the later result in advance and correct it if necessary. Make sure that you don't draw with a template, but rather freehand. After all, your face shapes and your look are individual. Stencil drawings rarely correspond to one's own type. Ask about the colors and what ingredients are included. The use of disposable needles should be just as natural as clean and thoroughly disinfected tools and premises. Reputable studios will explain things to you in peace and are not afraid to show you their premises and tools. Inform well. Anyone who decides on a permanent, cosmetic makeup should thoroughly deal with their wishes, ideas, and the dermatologist or beautician. Visit the permanent makeup studio for a free consultation, get to know the beautician or dermatologist, see the premises and see certifications and proof of experience before you decide on permanent makeup. The downsides, costs and risks. The cost of permanent makeup varies depending on the studio and the type of work to be done. For example, the effort, and thus also the costs, for permanent lip makeup is higher than stinging a simple eyelid line. With studios that advertise particularly cheap offers, you should be suspicious and thoroughly question the reason for the smart price. So-called dumping cosmetic studios have fallen into disrepute in recent years. In such salons, it can happen that the use of cheap but poor quality paint not only botches the result of the permanent makeup, but actually endangers the health of the customer. In some cases, ingredients are used that are cheap but otherwise only permitted in the automotive industry. You should therefore not save at the wrong end. By the way, insufficient experience in permanent makeup or a lack of training can also turn the dream of the eternally perfect look into a permanent disaster. It is therefore essential that you allow us to show you certificates and other evidence. Permanent makeup, permanent breakdowns. Hard brow contours, sharp lip rims or candy blue eyeliner are the scary faces of permanent makeup art. Although there is no way to remove makeup once it has been applied, the result can be mitigated by reperforating with a color identical to the skin. However, this process is complex, lengthy, and not always promising. Anyone who has their makeup applied permanently should therefore be absolutely sure of what they are doing. However, if low-emission colors are used and you are sure of yourself, there is nothing that speaks against permanent makeup. Hardly any skin type does not tolerate permanent makeup. After the sting, temporary redness or swelling is possible, but you usually look normal again a few hours after the sting. Incidentally, a few weeks after the first piercing of the permanent makeup, a control and, if necessary, a follow-up appointment, which is usually free of charge, is necessary to ensure that the result is perfect. From now on, permanent makeup does not promise 100% natural, but lasting beauty. Permanent makeup, basic knowledge. If you want to be cosmetically beautified, you should know a few things beforehand. The most important facts about permanent makeup. Durability. Contrary to what the name suggests, permanent makeup does not last forever, but begins to fade after about 2 years. It cannot be guaranteed that it will disappear completely. Cost. Good quality has its price. Depending on the effort and position, you can count on 300 Swiss francs to 800. Cheap offers that are far below this price should be checked for their seriousness. Less is more. Especially those who have not had any experience with permanent makeup should first choose a look that is subtle and natural. Deeper contrasts can still be stung afterwards. Pain and tolerance. Since the thin needles are only inserted a few millimeters under the top layer of skin, there is hardly any pain with permanent makeup. If you work with compatible colors and hygienic standards, there are no other health risks. Thank you very much for watching the video.
I hope you liked the video I have prepared for you. If so, it would make me very excited. I do comment and a like, that would encourage me a lot to continue preparing more content. And if you want more useful videos like this, do not forget to subscribe and activate the little bell. Until the next video, have a nice day.